The RIAA is a trade organization that represents not only the major companies but many of the minor companies. Their interest is to protect. Their interest is to protect the interest of their constituency. Do I believe that they've always done it in a straightforward, in the best way? No, I don't believe so. But they're a different organization today than they were. They're much more cooperative right now with the artist community. They're trying to work with the artist community. I will say they're trying to deal with the problems that artists have collectively. They are trying to do that. We still have lots of differences. The artist community has lots of differences with the RIAA, but they're generally far easier today to deal with than they ever were. They're far more receptive to listening and to trying working out the situations. And I know that if I see that they've done something that I think is improper with regard to the artists, I will pick up a call to them, and they will try and work out the situation, not only for me, but for a lot of people. So they have their interests. We have the artists' interests on the other hand. And they're aware because there's Recording Artists Coalition, which is on the opposite side of them. They're aware that AFTRA and AFM are always attacking them. They're aware that the NARIS is always saying, there's a lot of artist issues you have to deal with, you cannot ignore. So they now meet regularly with many of us from the artist community and listen to our thoughts on a whole range of issues and try and address those thoughts. Has it always been completely satisfactory? No, but it's a lot better than it was. Now, if you're referring to the RIAA and their lawsuits against the public, that's a separate issue. And people are saying, well, how can they be suing the public? How can they be doing that? I'll tell you my personal thought on that. The greatest publicity everybody, the artist community as well as the record company got, was when they sued and some grandmother was caught in downlighting. A grandmother or the grandchild, I can't remember, it was one or the other. Oh, it was the grandchild. And the grandmother said, I didn't know it was illegal. Well, now they know it's illegal. And so a whole lot of people now know it's illegal because they thought that they're entitled to it. The public thinks that they're entitled to free music. I don't know where they get that, but they feel that way. I recently read an interesting article about there was a survey taken of college students, and they said 80% of the college students they surveyed knew it was illegal, and 75% of the 80% had a bad conscience about it, but they did it anyway. Okay, the idea is to make them know the lawsuits' primary purpose is not to make money or get money. Primary purpose is to keep the public aware of the fact that it is illegal. It's no different than walking into a record store and stealing it off the shelf. It is stealing. If an artist wants to give away their product for free, that's their choice. But I don't think artist A, who wants to give away their product, should speak for artist B, who doesn't want to give away their product. So I think it's up to any individual, and there are artists out there who say, you can take this. Okay, I feel I'll build an audience, and there may be good reasons for it. I'll build an audience, I'll build people come to my club dates and all that. And I think that's fine for them, but that doesn't mean the next artist has to be bound by that. And also, what about the songwriters? Songwriters do not play club dates. They do not sell some merchandising. The songwriter's only income, or primary income, I should say, not the only income, but the primary income, from the sale of records. And if they're not selling records, they're not earning any income. So eventually, their writing will dry up. And the producer's only income is from the sale of records. They don't get performances. On the radio, they don't get they don't do concert tours, they don't do merchandise. So the only income for a producer from the sale of records. And so if records are not being sold and there's no income coming in, producer's not making any money. So there has to be, when you create product, you want to be paid for that product. Otherwise, eventually, you stop creating the product.